That's Yugioh Day.
What's going on, you guys? Slim here. I'm brother Asian Persuasion. You already know. We're here at YCS Orlando. We're here with a day 2 group. Now, normally we never do day 2 groups. However, this man right here, he's probably the most insane opponent I've ever had in my 20 plus years of playing this game. It is the craziest thing I have experienced, honestly, and we had to feature it because you are a fucking goat from what we're about to profile. Please introduce yourself to the world and tell us what you played.
Hey, what's up, guys? So, my name is Lindell Garcia. I got 104th place at the YCS Orlando, and I was playing Fiendsmith 6 Samurai.
Oh God, you heard that right. He's not capping. We got the mat and everything from 2011.
So whenever you guys are ready.
All right, let's do it.
So I started off with the standard 3 Kagekis. This is your main normal summon of the deck. Ideally, you always want to see him, but if you don't see him, it's not the end of the world, because the way I built my deck is to be all gas, so there's no hand traps either. But you'll understand that later in the video once we get to that, and I will be doing a combo guide for you guys at the end with the video edit and cut. So you got 3 Kagekis, 3 Kazans,
There are only 5 minutes remaining where we create.
So this is pretty standard because if you don't see any of your tuners in any of your opening hand, your hand is complete trash. Like you can't make your level 6 synchro, you really can't extend into any plays if you don't see any of your tuners. You have to at least see your 3 or your 2. So there's 3 of him and there's 3 of him for that reason.
So please register soon as their time is running out.
And I was playing the infinite counter block, so this is the bare minimum you need to be able to do it. So it's not 2 red and 1 blue, it has to be 2 blue and 1 red to be able to do it. This is the bare minimum you need to do it. I played 2 Kizaros, so I feel like this card most of the time is a brick and it's very reliant on finding Kageki to special summon them from your hand, but the way my list works is I try to get them to the graveyard as many times as possible so I can summon them off a Hatsume if I need to, or Dugaris later on, or even a Cunning to the 6 Samurai. And then he can just keep searching because he's not much return, but he's usually a brick, so that's why I didn't want to maximize on him like other lists do. But he is nice when you see him with a Kageki.
If you're registered for Time Wizard 2005,
1 Grandmaster, because you can only control 1 at a time, unfortunately, so but it's in every list. So
1
1 Hatsume.
That's Time Wizard 2005.
And the Spice, I do play the Great Shogun Shi-En in this build. And without taking too much time, I'll explain it during the combo, but he does serve a very good purpose. And he also allows you to deck your opponent out through meows if for some reason they decide to side in Molt Army against you, because you can keep summoning him from the graveyard with the 6 counters from the gateway, because he is a Shi-En effect monster. Alright, so now for the Fiendsmith stuff. I know no one's going to like that too much, or maybe they will, but 6 Samurais in general just do not have any 1-card combos. 6 Samurais has always been a 2-card combo deck. So I needed a way to have a 1-card combo and to bait hand traps and to even play through hand traps. This helped me do that. And specifically in this deck, Lurie is not a brick when you draw into him like other decks, because Battle Shogun discards for cost, not card effect. So when you discard this from your hand, you can chain 2 and chain block and summon it out. And then you can go into full Fiendsmith combo directly after that, which is insane. And obviously the 1-track. So now you got your triple Shi-En's Dojo. Searching your tuners is key, so you want to make sure you see them. You have to. The 1 Rhoda, again, searching your tuners, or even a level 4 this time, but mostly the tuners is more than likely what you're searching for. I played the triple Dojo to stack counters 1, but also it plays another role where it summons the Great Shogun Shi-En from deck. It doesn't only summon just 6 Samurai cards, it also summons Shi-En effect monsters. So that is very key to establishing your end board. I played the double Cunning because dodging imperms and effect veilers is really nice. 1 6-strike double assault. So very important with this card, you never want to use it unless you know for a fact that your opponent does not have Nibiru, or you have a way to stop the Nibiru, because this card will save you if you get Nibiru'd. this card helps you play through a Nibiru. You just use this, revive like a Hatsume, or you can revive something else, and you can just extend off there, because usually when they Nibiru you, you already have the infinite counter loop anyways. So as soon as you summon something, you can literally just keep going after that. So always save this for last. Never try to shotgun this. Unless your hand is bad and you just have no choice, then it is what it is. One asceticism. The one tactics. I didn't want to run multiples of this because it's only a hard once per turn. And my deck can already play through 3 to 4 hand traps consistently as it is. So if I see it, I see it. If I don't, whatever. But I didn't want to brick with this, so I just wanted to have the one. So if they do hand trap me, I can either look into your hand depending on what I got, or if I need the extra draw, then I'll draw the 2 cards. One called by. Obviously, you got to play the gateway.
The broken card.
And I am playing the new card. So this one, I'm going to explain this one because this one just came out. So what this card does is so if you control 3 or more 6 samurai monsters, you can activate this card and destroy all your opponent's cards. However, for every 6 Bushido counters you have, you can -1 from that statement. So if I have like 12 Bushido counters, I only have to control 1. But since you're going infinite with this deck, you can just activate it without any 6 samurai monsters. And this is a part of your end board. And it's also a 6 strike card. And the Earth Tuner, which most people miss, is the Earth Tuner can also recycle from your graveyard. He's the only one that can do that. So he can he can either add from your deck a 6 strike card, or he can recycle it from your graveyard. So that is very key to understand. So you can keep on setting, if for some reason your opponent's still alive, which they're more than likely not going to, but you can keep setting this over and over and over and over. So now we'll get to the actual extra deck, and this is where things are gonna really get interesting, and that's where we're gonna do the combo video to show how the line is played. So I'm playing 2 of the Monster Effect Negator. He is your main combo piece. You want to make him immediately as your first synchro, immediately. Every time you're going to make 1 or 2 of these, depending on what your hand is. The one Shi-En, I'm honestly going to cut this guy. He never came up, especially in this list. I didn't need the Spell Trap Negation because I'm playing the Desiree combo with the Great Shogun Shi-En, which I'll explain later during the combo, and so you can understand the whole Unbreakable board. 1 DDD High King Wave Caesar is for the Necroquip and the Fiendsmith Engraver. You can just overlay them. And then you have Nibiru Protection. The 1 Dugaris. The Desiree. So Necroquip, let's bring out the whole Fiendsmith line. Everyone knows what that is. So the whole Fiendsmith line, you guys have seen that in like every other list, I swear. No shocker. I played 2 Battle Shoguns. You need to play 2. So this lets you keep the loop, or if you, for some reason, messed up during your play and you locked your zones, then you can just relink and put it into empty zone. So it lets you just, And this also helps you deck your opponent out if they full wallows you, because you can just keep recycling it and keep summoning. The 1-star Yugioh. I decided to play this today because I was afraid of getting hit with the Chaos Angel and not being able to get over it. So this gave me a second way of getting over it besides the trap card that nukes the board. So it never came up, but I'm still glad I played it for the just in case scenario that it did happen. And for the last card, Firewall Dragon Singularity. So, this one's a mouthful, but basically what it does is, for this deck, it's going to become a triple compulse. So it compulses either the grave or the field on a quick effect during either player's turn. And for each card it bounced from your opponent, it gains a permanent 500. Now, the reason why you're getting those 3 is because you Xyz, you Fusion, and you also Synchro. So you get 3 bounces every single turn. And he is a part of the V-Lock that I do, which will be in the combo video that I show you guys. For the side deck, I played the 3 Perulia. So unfortunately, these were supposed to be the new Perulia, but I had to submit my deck list before 10, and I wasn't going to gamble if I was going to pick them up at the event or not, so I just put in the Perulia just to play it safe. But these should have been the Meows, the new one. Triple Fualos. This one's a little spicy. I chose to play the Chaos Hunter The reason for that is this card is good going first and going second. And why is that? Is because when you draw this card and say you're playing against the Malice player, because that's what you're going to use it for, and they use their TB to summon out the one chick that banishes 3 from the grave, you can chain a special summon her, and now they don't get to do anything. So you can use it going second too. So even if you have it in your opening hand or you draw into it, it's still going to help you.
Yeah.
And they're not going to cross out it. They're always planning on a Lancia, and a Lancia is only your opponent's turn. This one's during either player.
True.
Attention, Yugioh duelists. If you're interested in winning a rescue rabbit
Double encore. This was for Yugioh, and in case I played the Pearly matchup,
It's a bad match.
yeah, it's literally a double right there. Just in case there's a random Pearly player, I couldn't rule it out. I know someone was probably playing it. I didn't play it today, so but I never cited it in, but it was there for that reason.
at the main event stage.
Double Dark Ruler, Rogue decks, just other unbreakable boards, air quote,
Barcodes that are posted around the room.
and the back row stuff.
Nice. Broken.
And then from there, it's probably gonna be a video cut, but I'm gonna do a random test hand. I'm gonna shuffle up, and I'm gonna show you guys how we do the whole combo.
All right.
Awesome. We'll get into that now. Thanks, guys. You already know. Me and Andy we're back here. We got the combo build with this madman over here. Got his deck. We're actually both gonna cut it just so you guys can see how crazy this actually is.
Random test hand.
You go ahead. You can cut it too, Johnny, if you want.
I got it.
Just so you guys know, it's not fabricated.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
been completely pile shuffled. The only brick hand I have had today during this whole YCS was I drew triple engraver. Every other hand I had, no matter what hand, it was complete guy.
He was able to play.
But
Alright.
for the sake of the tutorial, we're going to
No
pretend
hand
that
traps.
there's no hand traps. But this
Yeah.
deck can easily play through 3 to 4 as the man on the right here.
Yes.
Witness firsthand.
Yes. Yes. We never forget our round 8.
So here's my 5, and we're just going to pretend I'm going first because you ideally want to go
Yeah.
first.
No hand trap.
Look at that.
Oh, that's full
It would not matter
combo.
if they hand
Yes.
traps, but I'm going
Full
to play
combo.
full reveal. So, smoke signal. So right here, I like to grab Kageki because I don't like to waste a normal the special summon if I don't have to, because there are hard ones per turn to special summon. So if you don't have to special summon, just don't. So that way, if you draw one later on, you can special summon it if you need an extra body.
Ah,
So then you obviously use the dojo here, so you can start stacking the counters immediately. Kageki, activate effect, and it usually baits an imperm right there. And it usually does, man on the right did imperm it, but it didn't matter. But it's a yes or no if you should imperm it or not, but we're just, again, we're pretending there's no hand trap, so special summon off Kageki, cool. Sink 6. Chain 1, chain 2.
yep. And we got 3 dojo counters, but it won't matter pretty soon here.
I guess we do the
Yeah, put the
counters
3
for
on the
now
dojo.
until we get to the infinite.
Yeah, so people see
And
it.
I'm not going to explain the infinite too much because there's several videos on that, and there's one on this channel as it is anyways. So
Yeah, 2 blue, 1 red. That's what you need. And a Bushido holding on here.
Yugioh players that signed up for April, time wizard of April 2010, number 30.
And
Please head to Media Blue, time wizard 2010, number 30.
if I could find the asceticism, I would love to.
It's in there somewhere.
It's
If
in
you signed
there.
up for Winamax number 50, please head to Media Red. Once again,
So you got these two.
Winamax number 50.
This is just one of the many options. There's obviously several different lines to do this, but I'm just doing it with a random hand, so you guys can see how I still get to that exact board that you guys might have been seeing on Reddit or Facebook. Special summon. Activate asceticism. Target. Special Kageki.
Attention, duelists. We need 4 more duelists for
Link summon.
turn selected. 4 more duelists.
Battle Shogun, chain 1, chain 2. Discard for cost. And this is in the graveyard. Again, we're not doing a hand trap, so let's go discard. So we're gonna get our gateway,
Yep.
and then we're gonna add our 6 strike card. This gateway.
I
And
think we're at like 6-2. Yeah, we're 6. It doesn't matter here in a second. But
yeah, it's not gonna matter in a second, but it is what it is. And here's the doubles. So right here, you could do it in a number of ways, but we're not playing with hand traps right now. So I'm just going to use this. But typically, like I said in the profile, you want to hold on to this just in case they have a Nibiru. So that way you can still go full combo. But for this sake of tutorial, we're going to pretend that there's no hand traps. Actually, we don't do that first, I'm sorry. You search first, you don't have to do that. Mizuho. Now you activate it because you can special summon from it. Special summon. This goes to 3, this goes to 2. And then he gets the 1. So already you see the infinite thing is about to start. So scratch 4. Now the placement is very important, so do note how I always summon the Shi-En far off to the corner, away from where the Battle Shogun's pointing to. Summon, so that way he gets another counter because he's pointing to it, and then you get the 2 counters, you get the 2 here, search again, scratch these 2. You get another blue. Just like that.
So just show them like 1 or 2 of the loops, and then we're gonna keep saying you have infinity after this.
And then so from right here, what you want to do, so you want to set up exactly like this. You want Mizuho on one side and a Shania on the other side. So that way, when you activate Mizuho, you trigger it for cost and you destroy herself. Activate Shania, add the Mizuho back. Special the Mizuho. You get a counter on here, and then you get the counters on here. You don't necessarily even need the dojo. You can do it with just the gateway and the Battle Shogun, but this just makes it more streamlined if you have another one. If you have the other one, then it just makes it even easier to do. Then you add the other one for hand, then infinite counters. So we're just going to take the counters off. We have infinite counters. Awesome. So now from here, what I always do is I just start, I add every 6 samurai from my deck to my hand. And you'll see why in just a second. So every single name you have, just add it to your hand. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about going into like deck outs or anything, because your opponent's not going to survive the first turn. So this is your whole hand now. Cool, awesome. So then we're going to activate Mizuho again, actually, and we're going to pop these 2, and then for the last time we're going to add the Mizuho. Then we special Kazan, then we special the Grandmaster. 4 different names, we're going to link 4. And we're going to make our star Yugioh. 4 different names, so now we get to draw 4. Draw 4. Those are my 4 I drew. Then from here, you can really, I normally just put the Kazarus back on whatever I have multiples of, because you really don't have to search them back if you don't want to, but I basically just do that and I just keep whatever I drew. So those go to the bottom. And as you can see, I drew the Shi-En, so I don't have to use the dojo later, but if you didn't draw him, the dojo is going to be able to summon him later anyways. So you do all that, now you're doing the Kizan shenanigans.
We're about to go to Garcia.
You don't have to go to the Garcia here, actually. Boom. Link 6. Singularity.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Right there, add these 2 back. Summon, link.
Number 44. Please make your way to meeting point blue. Once again,
Battle Shogun. You have the V link.
meeting point blue.
Oh god, yes, the U link.
That's a V, that's not a
It's
U.
a V.
That is straight up a V. Do that. The card that's probably going to get banned soon.
Go in the Fiendsmith engine, yay!
2010. 4 more duelists for next Time Wizard 2010.
It's broken.
Then you add your Kizans back. Scuffle your Kizan. You link these guys off. You make sequence because you have the 1 light right there. He was the 1 light that you needed. Summon sequence. Sequence effects. You have exactly 3.
Yep, because you said so.
And I'm just gonna add that to my hand.
Free gateways.
So sequence, then you make your Desiree, and you're gonna equip it immediately. Awesome. Now from here, what you can do, so remember I did not use my dark effect. So what I can do here, I'm pretty sure I still have a dude in here. So one of 2 ways. Realistically, I don't even feel like you have to at that point, but for sake of 30, you really don't even have to, honestly. Like, you already got it at that point, but there's just no point. But so you see all that, you just summon the Shogun. And I had the trap in my hand. Where'd it go?
I think he discarded it. Or it just went back in the deck probably.
I probably shuffled it back in the deck. I did have the trap in the hand. But
Yeah, you had the trap. It was definitely in your hand.
it was definitely in my hand. I don't know what happened to it. It was definitely in my hand. So then you just set this and then go from
It's
there.
a pretty unbreakable board in my eyes. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
So that's the whole board. I slightly messed up what I should because I put back one of the wrong cards. So I should have put back a non-tuner in here so I could send it with the dojo because I wanted to make a second one of the Shi-En, but you honestly don't need to because this is more than enough to kill.
Yeah.
Or just lock them out of the game. Honestly, from here you could just summon a Grandmaster over right there if I could find him.
He's in your hand somewhere. Oh, you put him back.
There you
Oh,
go.
there it is. Yeah.
Then you just summon a Grandmaster just to have it. But that's the board, and so why this is unbreakable. Your opponent activates Dark Ruler, you chain the trap. You chain Desiree.
Target the root.
Negate the Dark Ruler. They can't activate anything else because you did not negate the activation. You only negated the effect. So now they cannot activate another spell or trap.
Yeah, because Shi-En lock.
And now they have to deal with Monster Negate. If they didn't have the Dark Ruler to begin with, then they still have to deal with this. Otherwise, if they did bait it, then they baited it, cool. But now they also have to deal with the triple compose and their V-Link, so they can't even link summon. And they're also under an additional floodgate of the Dark Tuner. The Dark Tuner reduces all levels by 1 from the secret, and it does stack.
Yeah.
So if you were to do it twice, they would be reduced by 2. So if you're playing against a Yugioh player, they summon their dude, say they summon X, and try to use effect, you're
Level
like,
3.
you can't, you have a level 3 now. Because of this card.
Yeah.
So that's 2 floodgates, interaction, 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 interaction.
Yeah.
These guys are infinite.
And these guys have infinite attack, so that is good call out. These guys have infinite attack because they have infinite Bushido counter, so it's not like they can crash over this either.
Yeah.
If they try to crash into it, they're gonna die.
Yeah.
But that is essentially the combo. Even if they have a Lava Golem or a Raw Spear mode here, they have to tribute one of these guys first. They have to, because they had to open up the link for themselves.
Yeah.
And then, what 2 are you going to choose from here?
Facts.
Like,
I don't know. I
it's
die.
just- like, you can't really do anything here.
Yeah. It's pretty
You
rough.
have to choose that, and that's your normal summon. And then you have to deal with this.
All right, man.
So it's the follow-up, and you have a full hand of 6 cards, so even if they somehow with some mysterious custom card broke your board, you can just kill them the next turn.
Yeah.
But
Bro.
that is the combo line that I've been doing all day, consistently every hand, and as I showed you guys, I did it with a random hand. I don't know how this got missing, I just shuffled it somehow at some
But
point.
yeah.
But
It's okay. It's been a long 2 days.
yeah, it's been a long day. I've been a lot of duels, but most of my games today were straight up 2-0s for me, and I actually lost the majority of my die rolls. I've been going second a lot. And basically what I've just been doing is just outing their board and making infinite counters and just swinging with Battle Dragon for game, because he has infinite attack.
Yeah. Broken. All right.
That's about it, so unless you guys have any questions for me on other choices,
No, that's perfect.
This was awesome. Again, one of the best opponents I've had in my 20 plus years of playing, one of the craziest decks I got to play against, and I'm sad you didn't make the top cut, but super happy you still had a great time playing the deck, and it was awesome to see some really crazy innovation in this game.
Heck yeah.
yeah, no doubt.
Congratulations on still a solid performance, and you'll definitely get it next time. Thank you for the vision.
Yep, you guys are very welcome.
Go Sam's, baby.